again for like the 9th time in the week. I'm cool with that. But let's just get these juices flowing because this is a guest that from the minute he walked out onto stage, I'm like, he looks like me, except longer, better hair. But besides that, I'm like, hey. And then we started contact talking more. But this is Juice Huerta. My apologies, my Spanish is not very good.
Well, you said the last name very right.
Awesome. Awesome. I will say this: the first thing I saw when you popped up on Instagram was your promo in Southside's gym. I was like, "Yep, I know that gym."
Oh yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah. I'm
wait,
an
wait,
alum there too.
it's crazy to think about because we're all, Shelley Long, who was a TV star, is also from Southside.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She
Yeah.
was on Cheers, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes. And I'm
There you
like,
go.
and my dad as well, who's been coaching baseball there for years.
Okay.
But let's start first with the easy one. Where did you get the nickname Juice?
All
Where
right.
did that
Juice,
come
Juice,
from?
Juice is a nickname I've always kind of had because my real name is Hugo. And so in Spanish, the word it's Hugo, in which you switch that H to a J, it's Hugo, which Hugo means juice. So a bunch of the kids always call me Juice. So that's always been my nickname as a kid growing up. And so then I thought of wrestling, and I was like, yeah, I want something similar to like my actual name or whatever. So I kept the last name. I'm like, oh, why not just go with Juice? You know, it'd be a cool name. And so then that's just it.
I'm like, oh my, Juice. And I'm like thinking that works. And let's not throw any shade towards Anthony, but I think you are a close second for best hair. Like, and everything. Like this dude, you just come out with your hair flipping ready. Like that was
Oh
a.
yeah.
And then I started looking into you and Tate Manson. I was like, these guys work well. And then I find out you were both trained by Congo almost at the same time, if not like a
Oh yeah.
few days apart.
Yeah, yeah, we're just yeah. We trained at the same time. We came up, trained together. We both debuted at the same time too. So me and him are kind of like intertwined with each other.
Oh, absolutely. And then Tate Manson, you're probably going to hear this story a lot, but we were sitting there intermission, just kind of chilling. Uh, I had no voice to talk whatsoever, and he came like limping to the side of the ring. My cousin was just staring at him. Tate was like, "You want to kiss or something?" And instantly, a fan was like, "Yep, this guy's gonna be cool."
Yeah.
But let's get this started. What is your first memory of wrestling, or what?
First first
Yes.
memory of wrestling, I'd probably say my dad. I was really little. My dad, he was kind of flipping through channels, and then he just kind of just stuck, and it was on Univision, which is one of the Latin channels, in which he was watching Mexican wrestling, lucha libre, because that's what he grew up with. You know what I mean? So he kind of
Oh,
put me onto
absolutely.
that. So yeah, I was like my first memory. Then when I actually got into it, it was a couple years later. I was 8, and then my friends were talking about WWE, and I was like, I'll check it out. I asked my dad. I was like, hey, can you put it on? And he was like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And he put it on SmackDown, and then so the next thing you know, like I'm watching SmackDown, and I was hooked right then and there.
Uh, I assume you're like 23, 24, so that would put you pretty much growing up with the Rey Mysterio and Batista stuff going on SmackDown.
Yeah, 22 actually, but yeah, yeah, all that type of stuff.
Wow. Wow, I
Those guys
am
on
old.
there, I was just
Wow.
yeah. I
I
don't think
started
you're
this
all there.
I started this YouTube channel back when you were 10 years old, if that says anything.
That just
Right?
shows you have loads of experience.
Yes. I love what I do. I love meeting wrestlers and just being myself, but I had no voice and I will always say I appreciate your time. And I'm sitting here looking at my Instagram and I'm just seeing Anthony Toatelli, Cake Monster, like names just popping out. I was like, I need to reach out to the guys who opened the card. Because I was like, what were their names again? So I had to ask Anthony. He's like, oh, check out Juice and Tate Manson. He's like, you won't miss Juice.
Oh yeah. I
It was
appreciate
just
you,
cool.
Anthony. Tell appreciate the shout out.
I've known Anthony just about as long as I've had this YouTube channel because I watched
Okay.
him. There's actually a screenshot that I took on my first smartphone of him wrestling a show down in Indianapolis and me in the crowd, him and I in the same shot. So it was just a full circle moment seeing where we all are now.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
had
sick.
I had no facial hair back then.
So we're looking even more similar, huh?
Oh, like there's still none there, but now I got cool
Right.
stuff to hide no facial hair.
Yeah, yeah, people, yeah, but yeah, that's actually really sick.
Pikachu, if you look closely,
Yeah,
there's an Umbreon Power Ranger helmet, my prized wrestling possession of a New Jack autograph.
there you go. Yeah,
I
that's
like
actually
New
really
Jack
sick.
because I'm a lot like you, where I gravitated towards Rey Mysterio. I want to be a high flyer, and then I realized
Hmm.
I liked being a strong guy, so I dabbled in Lucha Underground stuff, is where Mexican
Oh yeah,
wrestling, and people were like, "That's brutal." I was like, "In Mexico, it's even worse. Like
oh yeah,
they go to balls to the wall." But
definitely.
let's let's talk. I haven't even mentioned it yet. You and Tate Manson have my favorite tag team name, Juice and Consequences. Like where did that come from? Juice, of
We're,
course.
yeah, I'm trying to think. I remember we were like in practice and like I don't remember exactly who said what. But I remember we were just like goofing around, just throwing like phrases around, cutting promos on each other or whatever. And I remember he said something about like truth and consequence, truth or consequences or whatever. And I'm just like, oh, truth rhymes with juice. I'm like, juice and consequences. And then we were like, you know what? Why don't we just call each other that? But we tagged around in a couple places, but it's just like Juice Huerta and Tate Manson. You know what I mean? I was like, and because I feel like we do like the odd couple stick. You know what I mean? Decently well.
Oh,
And so
absolutely,
I'm like, why
absolutely.
not? I feel like the name just kind of ties it up a little bit. You know?
Absolutely, and your names are forever tied together. So now you have a tag team name whenever your
Hmm.
career's at their end or you show up at a big promotion. And I've
Definitely.
already talked to Tate. I was like, I'm buying a Juice and Consequences T-shirt. As much as I want a Tate Manson or Juice Huerta shirt, the Juice and
Yeah.
Consequences is going to be one of my top ones
Yeah. You
because
get the best of both worlds.
every podcast I always have a wrestling shirt on. My favorite right
Okay.
now
Yeah.
is the Anthony Toatelli one because I've been
Okay. I
looking at
got
this
you.
one for a long time. So I bought it.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
what you do. That's what you do having fun as an adult. You buy adult toys.
Oh, definitely.
I know I never grew up, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, I have a bunch of cool
But
stuff too. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a big nerd about a lot of things.
who wrote this? Matthias. Elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough. This is Matthias Plays, Mike, one of my co-hosts. He was busy today. And Latino Josh he was also at the show with us. The big white
Awesome.
dude sitting front row, just a bandana on. You're like, he's huge. He's the same size as who's that? Eric Surge. He's the same size as
Okay.
Eric Surge, just sitting up front. And this is my co-host and twin
Big
brother.
boy.
We ran deep. I think we
Oh
had
yeah.
8 of us at the show. So it was deep. It was
Oh
deep.
yeah. There you go. That's sick. Yeah. You had a
But
big crew. That must have been fun.
no matter what photo was taken, we always had the Snacks and Suplexes logo showing. We didn't even do it on purpose. We just kind of had it because it's funny.
Right.
Like it's like, why do you wear
Yeah.
Jordan? Or the logo. Same thing with the hat. But let's
Straight
start
up.
with my one. Let's go to another one of my favorite questions. What's your go-to snack? What is that like snack you like? Takis with what is that? Melted cheese is one of my things that I've
Okay.
tried recently.
All right. Right now I have hot Cheetos, but that's not. I'm more of a Taki person. I didn't want
Uh,
to pay as much for Takis, but could be Takis. That could be it. I mean, popcorn. Like,
turn around. Yeah.
I'm big on popcorn. Damn.
I know that's such a hard question. Like on the road, what is your go-to grab at the gas station?
Okay, on the road. Okay,
That'll make it
on
easier.
show days, I try to stay away from like bad stuff. So I would like I'll grab like a PB and J, like just an uncrustable. Hold
I
me
have a
over
bunch
for a
of those
little
in my
while.
freezer. I have 2
Yeah,
kids.
I'll grab one to hold me over or
So
whatever. Then
boom.
yeah, before I match, I don't like to eat a lot. After, I'm like I'm cramming a bunch of stuff.
Oh, absolutely. After that show, I think I went home and ate a bunch of snack cakes. You like Gatorade too. My
Yeah,
favorite is the cucumber lime. No matter what,
that
cucumber
one's
lime.
underrated. On God, that one's underrated, bro. Like I remember
Yeah.
it was like my freshman year of high school.
Wait, is this Tate?
I think it might be.
Cap. I think that is Tate.
It
But
could be.
I always drink that. Adeline, we need to turn that down. Ouch.
But yeah, the cucumber lime Gatorade. I remember freshman year football locker room. I brought it and everybody was like clowning me for it. They were like, "Man, what is this? Man, that's
That's
weak. Or
rich.
that's
It's
just
got
gross." And
regular.
I'm like, "Bro, it's like it tastes just like it. It tastes just like cucumber and lime."
Oh, absolutely. I first time I tried it, I think I was it's gonna sound stereotypical, but I was out doing landscaping with my dad. He's like, "Go grab a Gatorade," and I'm looking, and I'm like, "What the heck?" And I looked at
Right.
the other side. It's in Spanish. Let me try this. Let me go too. Down. I was like, "Ooh, that was good."
Oh yeah,
But every
yeah. That's
summer,
my
work with my
yeah.
dad.
I
Yeah.
get that flavor, especially when like I used to work landscaping too. So like I grab that one too. Like I need like the coldest flavor of Gatorade, and that one would be like the best thing.
If you want something cold, you go the Blue Glacier. Is what I've always been told. Glacier always tastes the coldest.
Right.
Speaking of my little ones, my daughter's deciding to crash the stream.
Okay.
That's one of my tiny humans. The other one's already in bed.
Okay.
I had, I had twin babies.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Wait to have kids. That's what I will say. You will
Well,
be.
the wait's kind of done. I'm already have one on the way.
Oh, you already
So
got
yeah,
one on the way.
yeah. I
Congratulations,
got a baby
man.
girl on the way.
Nice. Oh, your world's never gonna be the same, dude. It's worth
I'm
it.
already
You're
knowing.
gonna be tired. I will say the first person I contacted was actually Anthony Toatelli. So I was like, "Hey, I got a kid on the way. What do I do?" He's like, "Taking the moments."
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I know, I know.
Mhm.
I at the shows, I ask him questions. I would just be like, I remember he wore one shirt. It was like similar to like it was like a Roman Reigns type of font shirt, but it was like acknowledge girl dads or something like that. And I'm like, dude,
Oh,
I need one
absolutely.
just like that. So yeah, I'm pumped for it. I'm really excited for it.
A dad shirt that I have that I actually still have that I can't fit anymore since I gained a bunch of weight since I had two kids. What aside with the little girl on it said daughter's first love, and then on the boys side it said boy's first hero.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yep, and I still own it today. Let's get to the questions before I forget again, because I start getting excited and yeah. What is your favorite collectible that you own?
Ooh. Okay, I got a couple. So first, I wanna say, wrestling is what I do. Wrestling, so I'm a wrestling fan first. I have a Winged Eagle belt that is also signed by Cody Rhodes from the house show that was here a couple years ago. He faced
Oh,
Solo in the main, and then like he spent like an hour like just going around signing autographs, and like I was sitting by like the entrance, also like in like kind of like the upper deck a little bit, so I'm like far away, and I was like, no, 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 let's wait. I took my sister and my nephew with me, and so then he came back around, and I dangled my belt over the rail, like, hey Cody, sign it, and he was like, hey, nice belt, and just signed it off, and then I just have that, so that's a pretty cool one. Then
yeah.
also, so that's a cool collectible I have. I also have a Super Bowl ball from Super Bowl 51. I had one from 51 and 53. I gave the one from 53 to my buddy. It's not from the actual game, but it has the logo and everything on it. And
That's
so
cool.
Super Bowl 51 was when the Patriots beat the Falcons. They came back from 28 to 3. And so I remember my dad got me that one. And so my dad, he got that ball. And so we just always had it on display and something like that. So yeah, I'm a big Patriots fan if you didn't know. A lot of the rest of the wrestlers know that they've been giving me some shit since the Super Bowl. So, yeah.
Anybody can be redeemable. Hey, it's better than being a Chiefs fan.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like the Chiefs.
Yeah, but I only collect one belt, and
Oh, it's cool. It's like
it,
the old school one. It's the old school
yeah,
toys.
I had one of these as a kid, and then I found a shop that had this with 10 wrestling figures with it, so I opened it because
Okay.
that's what I do. If you watch
Yeah,
my
I got a
shorts,
few.
I love.
Oh yeah, I got a few figures. I used to have a lot more as a kid. I lost
Yeah.
quite a few. I lost a lot of my figures. I'm so mad about because I always had them like CFR. I don't know if you've ever talked to CFR.
Yes,
He
actually, he's set for a few weeks out. I'm
Oh,
trying to get for a few weeks
dude,
out.
beg him to do his interview in front of his living room or whatever. Like, you're gonna like your jaw's gonna drop. He has the sickest collection ever. Like, yeah, that shit is insane. Like wrestling figures, turtle figures. I'm so jealous of him. Like,
I
it's
mean,
envy I have for CFR's collection.
I still have, I probably have 20 things to unbox sitting right next to me. You mean figures
Or
like this?
oh, dude, oh, that's sick, bro.
Anniversary gift for my wife.
Mm. Like I seen CFR, he had the NECA comic book figures, the NECA comic book turtle figures, not the bootlegs, the original ones in the box packaging.
Ooh.
He had the original in the box packaging. I'm like, no way. Like that's like a holy grail to me. Like, yeah,
Crossover with
dude.
Dracula and
Yeah.
Shredder. But yes,
Yeah, that's sick.
figures are. I've been getting back into them.
Oh yeah,
especially
trust. When I make a little bit, trust. When I make a little bit more money with this wrestling stuff, you're gonna notice.
all the figures.
All
I
the
will
figures,
say,
bro.
I will say, it's only like $35 to make your own pop figure. I've thought about it a couple times.
Right.
But you were also trained by Congo. First fun fact:
Hmm.
everyone that I've interviewed just found out was trained by Congo. Even a guy I have set for Saturday was trained by Congo.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
a gentleman by the name of Tommy the Man Merriman. You've ever heard of him? He
Okay.
wrestles in Shelbyville, but he was also trained by Congo.
Yeah. Yeah. Congo has a. He has like a ton of influence, especially around the area, especially in all throughout Indiana.
Oh, absolutely. He's a good guy to talk to because he's on my Facebook page.
Oh yeah, he's great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Congo's
He,
great, honestly.
he's one of those guys where I've not heard anything bad firsthand. Like, oh, there's a story of him being mean. Oh, what'd you do to make him mad?
Yeah,
That's at least
definitely.
like because he's always been
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
to me. Like
No,
he's like when
he's a
you want to
great
train.
guy. Like, he takes care of all of his people, honestly. You know what I mean? Like he obviously showed me everything I know about the business, everything like that. He smarted me up towards a lot of stuff, and like I wouldn't be nowhere near the level I am or
Yeah.
anywhere I would be without Congo. So yeah, Kong, he's like has a ton of influence on me. He's honestly a great guy.
Yes, sir. He's honest. He's awesome. He was so underrated in TNA. But Latino Heat's
Definitely.
question is, what figs are you chasing, brand or style, or brand or
Okay.
style?
Okay. So typically, wrestlers, Ninja Turtles, and Transformers are like my three big things. And a little bit of Nintendo figurines. I'm a big Nintendo guy, but specific figs I'm chaining, brand or style. I like kind of accurate figures like the Transformers. I like the I forgot the name of the brand or everything like that, but like the kind of like the diorama series where like they don't transform, but they look exactly like how they did from G1. And then Ninja Turtles, I'm always big into the NECA figures, you know, those are always really sick, especially based off the comics and also the cartoons. The Rebel Tech 2012 TMNT series figures, those ones are really sick. CFR also has those, which I'm so jealous of them for. And then wrestling, you know, I like a lot of Ultimate figures. One figure I really want is I think it's from San Diego Comic Con, but it's the Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 12 Ultimate figure. Like it has like all of his gear from WrestleMania 12. So yeah, there's quite a few figures I want to really get.
I make a lot of figure hunters very upset. I always open my figures from '94.
Got to. Like you're gonna get a new toy. You're not gonna unbox it.
Absolutely, I'm going to unbox it. It's just a matter of when.
All right. He also
Bray.
has what wrestling figs too.
I have pretty
So
much almost every Bray Wyatt figure released in the last few years back here.
okay. Yeah.
Uncle Howdy's. I
Yeah.
have almost all of the elites of the Wyatt
Mhm.
Six. I'm very like niche figures because I
Oh
love Bray
yeah.
Wyatt.
You said what
Um,
wrestling figs in which
yes.
let's see.
What?
Pretty much like I'm a big fan of Sean's. You know, like I'll always look for a Shawn Michaels Balor because he has the different versions of the demon and stuff like that. Same with Rey Mysterio.
Mhm.
Like any guys that have like a lot of different sets of gear, I'm always like searching out for the figures. Razor Ramon. When I was a kid, I had a defining moments Razor Ramon. You know, from
Ooh,
yeah, had the purple
yes.
vest, the chain,
Yeah.
all that type of stuff. It was really sick. So yeah, guys who have a bunch of gear, I'm into. And so same with elite or ultimate figures too. No
I
open, no
make him
bueno.
so mad. I make him so mad when I open it. What? It's what I do. I will open them so badly just to destroy the box. Like it's funny to me. Like,
Destroying
oh,
the box is
oh.
crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'll never destroy the box. Like, I open it, and if the figure, okay, okay, you heard me. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Like I open the box, but I keep the box nice because sometimes I open it, mess around with the figure, see what the deal is, and if I have nowhere, nothing else to do with it, I just put it back in the box.
Uh, I mean, I've
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna tear the box up. I don't think I could do all that
oh, you
now.
mean like this? Like barely opening it? This is the
Yeah,
only
yeah,
one I've like not destroyed the box because the artwork is beautiful.
definitely.
Like, and then the nice little White Six logo. But
Right.
if we ever make our way down, we're planning a trip down to Castleton, Indiana, Castleton Mall. They have a
Okay.
vintage toy shop there.
Really?
Yes, I just picked up a set of three figures for Tank Man Latino Heat. It was the what are they called? Bone Cruncher figures, and it was $80 for it, which
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
bad. In
right.
the box, sealed, never been touched. So I was grateful
Mm.
to find that. But I definitely am going to drag you and Tate. I need to drag you, Tate Manson, and CFR.
Oh
Probably
yeah,
throw you in Latino Heat's vehicle just to
definitely.
get us down there because it'd be
Right,
fun, like wrestling
definitely.
figure shopping with wrestlers.
Right. Ooh, also I collect old school video games. I'm like, I'm a big video game guy, especially Nintendo consoles. I have an N64 in which I don't have tons of N64 games. I need to get a lot more, but I have WWF No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, WCW and W Revenge. My cousin has a GameCube. He has multiple GameCubes. I got a Wii. Got a bunch of the old Wii games. Like, yeah, I have a Sega Genesis. I got Sega Genesis games. Like, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I mainly play like emulators and stuff because it's like the easiest. I don't want to just like plug in a new console, but just to have them. So yeah, N64. I have an N64. I have tons of N64 games. I'm still trying to find a Mario 64 for cheap. I don't want to, because a lot of people want to charge an arm and a leg for Mario 64, and I refuse to succumb to that.
Uh, is that the one where you start in front of the castle? I got the emulator
Mm-hmm.
for that one. At one
Yeah.
point, I could beat it in under 12 minutes. At one point, I was
Mm-hmm. Okay,
very
so
good at
you're
video
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do the lawn jump onto the bridge, onto the front of the door, like the whole deal.
games. Latino Heat doesn't have social media, but YouTube
Okay.
because he's very like I don't like social media, but
Understandable.
definitely we will drag you to our spots. A couple of them are here in Fort Wayne, and you will spend
Mhm.
money. But you're
Definitely.
talking to the right guy when it comes to N64. I've got a PS4, just chilling out in the back. I've never even played it, but I gotta hook it up. I've been debating on it, but now you make me want to hook it up.
Right.
And they're also remaking Simpsons Hit and Run
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
for PlayStation. Another wrestling question before I get lost in video games again. Uh, what is your pre-match ritual routine?
Mm,
What do you get? What mindset do you like to be in?
okay. I feel you. Um.
Do you borrow Cake Monster's smelling salts?
No, I borrow his tape a lot of the times too. A lot of the times, actually, Cake Monster actually has given me smelling sauce. Like take Cake Monster or Tape Manson had the smelling sauce.
Yeah.
Usually I do it because it's like, yeah, because I stretch. I always make sure to stretch. I'm big on that. I just like to keep things loose. Stretch, get them. I'm usually relaxed before matches. Honestly, too relaxed. Like a lot of times I get like sleepy. It's like I'm like drowsy. I'm just like, dude, I'm like about to pass it out. Like I'm so tired. And then next thing you know, as soon as I'm out there, I'm back up. But yeah, I usually kind of keep it chill. I'm usually kind of pretty chill. I get up. I try to get a little pump, maybe do some push-ups, do some band. See if somebody has some bands. I need to get, as the fans can see, I need to get a lot of my own stuff, like definitely. But see somebody has some bands. Try to get a little pump. Usually Eric Sergio has something like that, or whoever. So I usually get some stuff to get pumped up, and then right before I get out there, I kind of get in the zone. I kind of be like, okay, yeah, let's get him. And I start yelling. That's where you really get in the zone. Music hits, and then boom, I get out. But yeah, I'm usually pretty calm. I'm usually pretty chill before matches. It's kind of like layout. It's like I'm just listening out, see what the crowd is feeling, what they
Yeah.
want.
One song that I will recommend is called "King of the Jungle" by Vin J. The video is wild, but
Hmm.
just it'll start as a slow pump, but it's how I got into the last few years since I've been a runner. But it's such a good
Okay.
song to go to. First thing that popped it, two things popped in my head when I heard your name of Juice. First thing was, is this a Hoovie Toot reference? Hoovie Juice,
Yeah,
and I
I
was like,
get. Yeah.
it's
I.
common. And the other thing was like, this guy better have like an OJ reference somewhere. You should come out in
Yeah.
a Ford Bronco. A Ford Bronco. Tell me that wouldn't be great. Just
That
putting
would be
his
so. That'd
rear
be
end
crazy. That
aboard.
would be very crazy
Yeah,
to come out like OJ.
it'd be cool though. Like a Halloween, why not?
It would be cool. I mean, he played for the Bills, but I don't like the Bills. I can't. I don't know.
Just wear the
Also,
glove.
also he's
Everybody will
also he's done
understand.
a lot of worse things than play for the Bills. So. But but the
Or
Hoovy thing, no, it's
borrow.
actually. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll borrow his hairspray bottle, but it doesn't do anything for me. Like that, nothing. I gotta like I spray.
You
Usually I
gotta.
spray my hair. Yeah, I spray my hair first. Nothing works. Then I go to the nearest sink and just douse my head, put in my conditioner, and then brush my hair out. So then I do that for when I get my hair all wet and stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of a process with that. But yeah, with back
You
with
got
the
that
Hooven
thick.
suit. No,
You got
it's
that thick
like
Latino hair.
yeah, definitely. And then with the Juventud thing, like it would have been like a coincidence, but which I already know. Like the look is kind of like right there. I look a lot like him, but yeah, it wasn't even because of that. You know, it was always a nickname I had as a kid,
Yeah.
and so I'm just like, well, it's gonna be mine regardless. So you know what I mean. But a lot of people are like Jews or who we Jews. You know, they do that kind of deal. Which
Yeah.
you know, that's I see the similarity. Yeah, it is really coincidence though.
So, viewers, whoever is watching, if you end up at a show with Juice Huerta, take him wrestling tape. The other wrestlers will thank you. Hey, if you show up to a show and you get 20 rolls of tape, everyone's going to look at you like, okay, the fans like you. I get borrowing stuff. There's two of us runners at Southside. I was on varsity. My brother was on JV, my twin brother, but we ran cross country. So we would wear the same set of spikes for the varsity and JV race. So
Mm.
it's about like it's a culture of sharing. I get it.
Oh
The only
yeah.
thing I never share are knee pads since I trained for a little bit. Just
Oh yeah,
ringworm.
yeah, yeah. Stuff like that. No, 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 no.
Keep your
Yeah,
gear
no.
clean. I
Yeah,
can't
no. I
like
remember.
no matter the sport, keep your gear clean.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like playing baseball. Playing baseball. I always asked for tape back then too. Like, that's always been a thing. Or eye black. I'd be like, hey, you got some eye black or some shit. Like it was always that.
I only did 2 years of baseball out at Southside, but I will say I'm still friends with a lot of the guys I played with.
Oh yeah, I played baseball at South. Yeah, all 4 years too.
My little brother played baseball there. My dad was the coach for years. Jim Barrera,
Jim Barrera.
short
I think.
Hispanic dude, and kind of bigger. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my dad. That's
yeah.
technically our dad. Yeah,
Because he ended up coaching softball after.
yeah. With my little
hmm
sisters, Alana and Bella. You probably
Yep,
went
I
to
went to
school with
school with
them.
them. I went to school. Yeah, I graduated same class with Alana. Yeah.
Wow, small world. I was like, why does this guy's
hmm
name sound familiar? Because we were
I
after
coached. I coached
graduation.
her in powder puff too.
Alana,
She was the quarterback. She threw. She was the quarterback. Threw like a 45-yard bomb first play of the game.
hey, have you seen her arms? Biggest arms in the business.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember she pitched and all that. Yeah, I remember.
But yeah, I was like, "Oh, why is this guy's name familiar?" Yep, Kate Manson
Yeah.
saying or borrowing my spray bottle. That's still
Yeah.
funny. That's
Yeah.
still funny.
Yeah.
What is the
Yeah.
hardest
I'll
bump
give it
you've
back. There's nothing in it.
taken?
There ain't nothing in it.
What is the hardest bump you've taken? You're young.
Mm.
You're younger. You'll be fine. You'll
Yeah,
shake
I
it
know how to
off.
say. I feel like my body's still all nice and young, so I haven't. Okay, I have a few. Um, I remember first time being choke slammed by Congo Kong in practice. It was practice. I'll practice this one. You know what I mean? And also I was like, I was like so energetic. I wanted to post so high for every single move. I posted, so he had me all the way up there and just boom. And I remember I took the bump and like this ring usually it springs you up and you kind of bounce. No, I just flat, just like I felt it, but it wasn't that bad. It didn't. None was messed up. It was fine. And then
Did you hold your breath?
no, I didn't. I don't know. I kind of made notice of that immediately. I never lost my breath off a bump. Oh, Tate Manson, Tate Manson gave me a few of my worst bumps. Oh my gosh, I remember he gave me a dragon suplex one day in practice, in which it was my fault. I kind of like over rotated myself and fucked myself. Next thing you know, my right knee just slams right down on the mat. So yeah, that one kind of hurt. And then one time we worked each other. We worked each other in Pittsburgh, and then I remember he hit me with something, covered me, whatever. I remember I was turning over, I was going to feed to the ropes or whatever, and before I even got there, he just gave me an elbow to my back, and it just knocked all the wind out of me.
I will
So
say
I'm just like,
this.
and next
It
thing
comes from.
he's kicking me, and I'm just like, give me a second, please, like, bro, just relax.
I will say nobody hits you harder than your best friend. So he was just.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he kicks my ass like all the time, like, bro, relax.
Yeah.
And then I light him up back, and he's all like, "What did I do? Relax. What did I do?" Like, no, bro, you know what the fuck you're doing. Oh, my bad. I'm like,
At the end of the day, you forgive each other.
always.
What happens in the ring stays in the ring. Who is a dream opponent for you?
Mm.
Anthony Tobatelli?
All right, that'd be really cool. That'd be pretty cool.
One day.
Oh,
Anthony wrestles
definitely.
everyone. You know the drill. There's
Right.
no one Anthony won't wrestle. Uh,
Right.
I think I've watched Anthony wrestle. I'm pretty sure I've watched everything from now since 2012, 2013.
There you go. Yeah,
I know. I'm
yeah,
just like,
yeah. Totally would be really cool. I was this one I know it never happened because he's retiring this year. But Rey Mysterio, he's the reason I got into pro wrestling. So
oh,
yeah,
absolutely. Oh, a name that popped into my head that you probably wouldn't think of: Leon Slater. You and Leon Slater, the
Leon Slater.
pair, the
Yeah,
Golden
yeah, yeah,
Bar.
yeah. Up in TNA. Yeah, yeah. He's pretty
Yeah.
sick. Oh yeah, I admire his stuff. He's pretty sick.
Leon Slater, and you and him are. I think you're a couple years older than him, but I think that
Oh
would just
yeah.
tear apart. And then
Yeah,
Dave
yeah. He
Mason.
gave me a running knee in the corner. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, dude, it was at I think it was at BMW up in Anderson. I think that's where he was. I don't remember. But yeah, oh my gosh. He whipped me into the corner and I was feeding out to him. And before I can actually fully feed out, he just shows up and just boom, knee in my sternum. I'm just like, dude.
I've I have an idea, but I will say that before your match was interrupted by the micro Shawn Michaels or whatever his name was called
Oh,
at
Thomas Heim?
Mayhem. Yeah.
Yeah.
His face just says smack me, but that's a different story. Y'all were tearing it up because I was like, these guys are really good. They must have wrestled for years. And I'm like, look at reading. I was like, oh, they've been attacked. Oh, that explains it. Like it was really good. And I want to see that story completed. I want to see you and Tate Manson like Chris Benoit or not Chris Benoit. Whoops, sorry, wrong name. Chris Jericho and Lance Storm, where no matter what promotion you go to, you always have that
Oh
because
yeah,
everybody knows what
definitely.
you are. Because they've
Oh yeah,
wrestled every company they've been to, they've wrestled a match. So
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, me and Tate Massey. Yeah, we came up at the same time. We train together all the time. We share the road all the time. You know what I mean? Whether it's just talking football, talking wrestling, just talking in general. Like what I mean. He is one of my best friends in wrestling. What? Yeah. So like whether we work each other or we work together as a tag team. It's always something. We always kind of know how to feed off of each other. You know what I mean? Like obviously the gimmicks are entirely different things, you know what I mean?
oh,
But
absolutely.
we do the odd couple thing. I think we do the odd couple thing really well. And I mean, we either can do it at serious, more devastating heel thing, or we can do a little bit more just be more silly, comedy butting heads or whatever. I feel like we give
I,
each other a lot of variety and we just bounce a lot of stuff off of each other.
uh, if you have to tell this next generation what to expect during wrestling training, what would you tell them? Like, what would you tell this next generation coming up through the circuit of wrestling?
Expect criticism.
Oh,
Like I feel like I mean, a lot of kids in general when they play sports, don't take the criticism well. But that's like how you get better. You know what I mean? Like, I like some, like let's say you have your match, don't just come to the back asking how was it, just to hear that your move was pretty cool, you did this good, you did like just expecting or wanting to hear how good you did. You know what I mean? Because you can have the best match you can possibly have, but there's still things you can do to get better at it. So like always want criticism. Like, you know what I mean? Always ask like, what did I do wrong? What could I do better with this? Because I always ask guys that question all the time. All the time. Like I'm not gonna say a perfectionist, but I take a lot of pride in my work, you know what I mean? Like I want to push out the best product, be the best version of me I can be for everybody else. So asking questions, you know what I mean? That type of deal. Always be willing to get better, trying not to get so frustrated about everything. You know what I mean? Because there's some guys that come with conch training right now. You know what I mean? Well, sometimes they're doing great. You know what I mean? They're and bumping. They're learning well. But I see like a lot of them want it. A lot of them want it a lot, which is a good thing. You want it's a good thing to want it. But you know what I mean? You can't rush everything. You know what I mean? You're going to make mistakes. It's cool. You just got to learn from them. It's really just knowing what you can do to get better and move forward.
okay. Sorry, it took me a second to process that. I've had a lot of caffeine
I understand.
in the last 20 minutes too.
Right.
It's how to keep the energy up. And
Definitely.
then, well, I got that. I forgot to show you the word Z from '94. I've got.
Sweet.
I love collecting stuff, but it's a matter of room because all this chaos right here is my wife's stuff, and pretty
Right.
much that entire half of the room.
Yeah.
But I will say, I look forward to the next Midwest Wrestling Combat show here in Fort Wayne. I do. Like, I'm following your Instagram. I've shared it to like 5 or 6 other Southside alumni. They're like,
Right.
"Wait, we have a Southsider wrestling?" I was like, "Oh yeah," and he actually wrestled in football. And I was like, "I just found out about the football part," but I'm sitting here like shooting messages to different people. They're like, "I know this guy," and then I just messaged Alana too.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I went there all 4 years and I played. I didn't actually wrestle. I did not wrestle in high school. I probably should have, but I played football and baseball.
Uh, yeah, Will Corson Carr. I went to school with him.
I played under him.
I was 2 years younger. Yeah,
Oh
he's a
yeah,
good
well
guy.
yeah, he's great.
He
He's great,
he's a natural baseball guy. That's where it's like, oh, just listen to this, and that's
dude.
this, and
Oh
I
dude, he no dude. That guy, like in practice or whatever, you know what I mean. He'd be hitting BP or he'd be hitting. You know, we'd be practicing fielding. He hit to the outfielders, dude. He just crushed them like nothing. And he still had a
he
crazy. He still had a crazy arm even at his age. You know, coaching us or whatever. You know, what I mean, still being
yeah
out of it. He would dice the guys up in practice all the time. Of course, never me, but like you know, what I mean, or, you know, the rest of the team and all that.
he I think he hit 91 in high school pitching wise.
Yeah, yeah, he threw gas
91.
and
He was
dude.
averaging like 12 strikeouts a game while leading the conference in home runs. I can tell you this off the top of my head because all I did was statistics. So
Dude, like I'm just like, yeah, that guy's a beast, like bro. And then like, dude, lefty and just tall,
Mhm.
lanky lefty, just coming down, throwing that hard. Oh, that's scary, bro. Like that's terrifying. Like, uh,
I caught him for 2 pitches all of high school. Never again. Boom. I think my hand was bruised for like a week because I didn't get fully rotated. I was like, oh, it's moving. Nope. It wasn't moving. It was just coming too fast for me to see it.
oh yeah, yeah,
Boom.
yeah, yeah. I played
All
under him.
floating.
He's a phenomenal coach. Honestly, he's a great coach. Like I remember he was my freshman year. He was brought on as an assistant, and then my senior year he took over as head coach. And then you know he's a guy like you wanted to play for him. You know what I mean? Like just talking baseball, talking mechanics. Like I never pitched, but you know, what I mean, just I always appreciate pitching. You know what I mean? It's like you know something that you can't do or just not well at, you always just
Right.
appreciate it. So like pitching, I always admired it, and he just knew the deal, like bro.
I feel like you
So
were a
yeah,
shortstop or second base. Like you were middle
yeah.
infield and you just be that wall of taking it like if it's gonna drop, I'm dropping to my knees and just all
Oh
in on
yeah,
it.
yeah, middle. Yeah, I play middle infield, a little bit of outfield too. I prefer the outfield, but you know they see me, I'm short, so they're like, yeah, no, get your ass in
Yeah.
the infield.
The
So
only thing I
yeah,
was good
but
at was reading the ball. I think I made one fielding error my first year at Southside. One fielding error.
okay, okay, yeah, you're all that
Oh,
better than me then. So
no,
like
I just could read a ball. I just could read
so
a
when
ball.
I was there, I'd make the diving play or whatever. I'd make like the diving play, you know, throw the guy out at first, or you know, turn a double, pretty cool. But let's say I get a decent hopper at me, it's gonna. I remember one time we played Wayne. It was a nasty hop, and it boom and just chinned me right then and there. I got chinned, it startled me and everything like that. And then like senior year, I was a lot cleaner. My junior year, I was kind of an error machine. That's why they had me DH most of the time. But like yeah, I made quite a few stupid errors, but it's a game. I tell myself it's a game of mistakes, and that's
Mm,
okay. Move forward.
yeah.
But as you see, that's why I'm wrestling now and not still playing
That,
baseball.
yes. Oh, and look what I happen to find.
Oh shit.
I have just a lot of randomness in front of me right now. About 200 DVDs.
Oh, I think so.
Oh, I got a good handful. And you're still snacking on your hot Cheetos.
That's what I am.
You know the last handy dandy right down the road. Everybody stops there from Southside.
Hmm.
Everybody stops
Hmm.
there.
Oh
I ran
yeah.
into the owner of the gas station. She's super nice. She's super nice.
Hmm.
She's always so nice. But I was like, wait, are you still over at Rudisil and Cosmo? She's like, how do you know that? I was like, because I went there every day before and after school,
Yeah, no.
grabbing
I
Red
mean,
Bulls.
I lived right by. I used to live, you know, by the P Mall, by the Pontiac Mall. So I used to go there, or the marathon that's up off of Pontiac and Clean.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, I'd usually go there, you know, get the snacks
I'm over
before
on Weiser
school.
Park. I'm over on Weiser
Okay,
Park. I
okay,
stay because hey, I like it over here.
yeah, yeah,
Everyone's
definitely.
nice. You keep to yourself on days where yes, you hear a gunfire. Okay, ignore it.
Just keep
Ignore
your
it.
head down. You know, just keep your head down. Keep to yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Wave to
There
the
ain't nothing
neighbors.
else to it.
If they wave, you wave type deal.
Yeah,
Taking
of
care of the
course.
south side of town. Just and I used to work at the bar over here, so that's how I ran into Will.
Okay, yeah.
So I love this area. I'm probably never gonna leave. But
Right,
hey,
I feel you. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud. Yeah, you got to be proud of where you came from. I'm proud of being from around here too. So yeah, definitely, I understand where you're coming from.
if you had to pick your Mount Rushmore of wrestling, who would you say are your four? I know that's a hard one. Like who's
Um,
four guys you watch and you see someone like ooh, like you see him but you never see a bad match. You see something that they learn
uh,
from. Like Rey Mysterio getting beat the mess out of by Great Khali. It was a story. Yes, I
oh,
cried as a kid
definitely.
watching that. I was like, no,
Yeah, his head's
he's
getting
gonna.
squished, and he's
And
just like, yeah. Okay, so it's Mount Rushmore of guys. You know what I mean? So like my
yeah,
personal, or just like who I think are like the
your
most
personal,
influential.
your
Okay, so
personal.
this is my personal favorites. Okay, um, Shawn Michaels. I'll just start off with that.
Yeah,
Shawn Michaels is like my favorite wrestler, and then Rey Mysterio. You have to put him right after there because he looks like me. We're like the same height, same build. And, I can't. I'm like if the guy like him that looks like him that can do it, I know I can. So then I'll do Rey Mysterio, and then there's a lot of guys I can put there. Eddie Guerrero is very influential, but I don't know if I'll put him there. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is like one of my favorites too, especially talking. You know what I mean? Like his delivery and just his pacing whenever he talks, like he just knows when to say it at the right time. He lets the fans. There's a lot of science that goes down to what Chris Jericho does. And Ziggler's one of the guys too, or Nick Nemeth. He's like, what I mean. I always watch this stuff. Like I always watch this. There's a lot of guys that I have taken influence from. Um, Ricky Steamboat, Ricky Steamboat, Rick Rude, like the '80s guys too. Rick Rude
yeah.
is somebody like, dude, I love Rick Rude. He's like one of my favorites, especially the old school guys, the gimmick, you know what I mean, like all that stuff.
The airbrush tights.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you
Like
sweat hogs, like all that.
yeah. It was
Yeah,
it was simple. He knew his job. He was really good in ring, but then he knew how to make you hate him.
definitely.
But yes, absolutely. I don't think there's four when it comes to four, oh, Dolph Ziggler. Look who Anthony
Yeah.
modeled himself after. He used to use the zigzag back in the day. And people are like, how do you know? Because
I
I've
use the
watched
famous
Pride
sir. I use the
200.
famous sir as
Yeah,
my finish.
yeah. Dolph Ziggler
So
got that
yeah.
from Billy Gunn. Latino Heat, if
hmm
he's not at work, he would know the famous or he'd be like Billy Gunn did it first because he's a
Yeah,
huge
Billy
Billy
Gunn
Gunn.
did do it first. Oh yeah, yeah,
Anthony
yeah,
got that
yeah.
from Billy Gunn too.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. That is really sick.
I I've watched that one. I've watched his match with Zodiac. Almost all of his AEW work or OVW work.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh, there's
Anthony's
a
great,
five,
honestly.
there's a 5-man steel cage match where it tells a story with all five guys from OVW. It's like Clash on Christmas or something like that. Eric
hmm
Surge has it up on his channel. Give it a watch if you want to see how to tell a story in a multi-man match.
Definitely.
So it's a good story. And I'm like, oh, the guy I didn't want to win won, but it's whatever. Like it was a good story.
Right.
But Anthony, the guy who pretty much grew up here, is now showing the next generation. It's like wild to think about. I'm now the old guy whenever I go to a show.
Yeah. Yeah, Anthony's great. You know, what I mean, whenever we're on the same show, I always ask him questions. You know, what I mean, I always listen to what he has to say and everything like that. He's a great guy. He always, looked out for me and everything like that. I appreciate a lot what Anthony's done. And you're
It's
watching him
great.
work.
It's wild.
I was watching him work. You know, what I mean, I
Yeah.
was like, let's see what the guys older than me doing this longer than me. Let's see what they can do. You know, what I mean, what can I learn
Yeah.
from them? So
Uh,
I always appreciate
so
that.
would you say Anthony is one of the guys you tug the curtain and like watch often at shows you're at together?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Just got to make sure. Just got to see. You know what I mean? We've been man, like a billion more matches than I have. You know what I mean? Some things that I might have to sit back and kind of like think about a little bit. It's second nature to him. You know what I mean? Through all the time and everything like that. Being put in work. So yeah, that's always the only things like that I always pay attention to.
Hey, I didn't
Yeah.
even notice this. This has a Tetris on it.
No, that's pretty sick.
I was like, what is that? And then I saw the Red Bull and Tetris did a partnership.
Right.
Is there any match stipulations, or would you ever want to wrestle a 60-minute Iron Man match in your career? Would that be a goal?
Yeah,
Who would that opponent be?
definitely.
Like, if you had an idea of who it would be, or do you want it to be Tate?
I mean,
Is it?
that would be tremendous storytelling, honestly. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We come intertwined together, you know what I mean? We always work together. We spend a lot of time on the road, you know what I mean? We know each other's limits, we know what makes each other tick, all that kind of deal. How, you know what I mean, what better story to tell than who can last longer, pause, and see, into like a 60-minute Iron Man match, you know what I mean? Who can come through?
And before I forget, I'm gonna pull up your Instagram real quick just so we can get show people how to get in contact with you.
Definitely.
Because my brain's like, wait, I'm missing something. Yep. Mm, New town. I'm very slow at typing.
Nah, I'm the same way, I understand.
I do this move. I'm on pulling up your Instagram before I forget. Where's he at? I have a lot of wrestlers. And
Let's see. Okay, so you got some comments right here. Latino Heat says we need a heel juice, in which you do see a heel juice over at Super Shogun Wrestling, and then quite a
yeah,
few more places you see me as a heel. So I'm not always the white meat baby face, but I take pride in variety. You know, what I mean, I feel like I can whatever role you need me in, whatever kind of heel or baby face you need me to be, I will be. So I
yeah.
take a lot of pride in that. And then Tate Manson says, "Nah, we need a submission match in which whatever match you want, I'm that's fine with me." You know what I mean? Tate Manson, you think you can be running loose, but just know that your ass belongs to the juice. So go ahead.
Are we gonna get heel juice face Manson?
Dude, I'm saying like what, like dude,
Yeah,
that's like such like come on now, I'd be sick. Like just switch the roles up because every
yeah.
time me and him worked each other, I've been baby, he's been heel, which it typically would make sense. But like, why not? You know what I mean? Let us cook. Let us tell a little story. Let us show what we can do.
This right here is such an underrated spot. Like how you took that to this, it was perfect transitioning. Like beautiful, beautiful. And this is just one of the many videos you have on your Instagram.
I
But
can't see it. It's just
oh,
it's still the
give me a
Google
sec.
page.
Uh, of course it is. Of course it is. Let's go to share screen. Should be up. Up there we go.
Okay.
But yes, I love this right here.
Uh
The mime match because it's a goofy gimmick, but you're like, really? Yeah, it
yeah,
works.
because this jack off like he just pretends to lay a banana peel there. Like there's nothing there. Like there's literally nothing there. There's no banana peel ever. And then somehow I don't know how I just slipped in the middle of the ring. I don't get it. I honestly do not
Yeah.
get it.
You felt something slick, like, and I can tell
No, I
under
didn't feel
that.
anything.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing there.
Oh,
There's no banana there. It's all by sheer coincidence. I'm telling you.
yeah. And I
Oh
can
dog, like
see is Tate wearing the mask so he's not laughing at you?
I think he has his face painted and he's just trying to hide his
Oh,
face.
because
Yeah, no, he better
he's
not
like
laugh at me.
obviously.
Yeah, no, eye poke
Hey,
like
hey, play nice.
yeah, and
And
it's
that's
crazy because
the
yeah, it's
thing.
crazy, and it's like he's the baby face, he's the good guy. Like you're the good guy, and you're eye poking me. What kind of stuff is that? That's not fair. Like that's not right. Like all these people are being lied to. Like you're telling me that you believe that this mime, like this guy, is just
Hey,
throwing a banana peel in the middle of the ring, and I'm actually slipping on it. Like no, no, that's not happening. Okay, that is
it
just
was
sheer
Eric Church
coincidence that I fell
sweat.
in the middle of the ring. It probably is
It was
Eric Sir Sweat, dude. Jesus Christ, bro. Like I know we're in a water crisis, but just having sweat for like a few hours straight, I think would be good again.
oh, but yes, yes, it looks like another one. How is he still hungry?
Yeah, he ate like 3 bananas in a row, like, and you scarfing down with no bites. Like Jesus, bro.
But yes, check out Juice Huerta's.
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah,
work on that.
that's my
Huerta.
wrestling. Yeah, that's my wrestling slash gimmick page. That's where you see most of my wrestling stuff. And then in my bio, you see there's H Squared to 13. That's my personal account, which you know what I mean. You guys want to get to know me a little bit more. That's where I kind of like do my own thing. So if you're interested, you can see in my bio. There's the app for it. Yep, the H Squared to 13. So that's like my personal account. You
Hey,
see, just my actual deal. You still see a little bit of juice highlights there, but
juice, juice, and the
oh
crowd
yeah,
going juice, juice, juice is
oh yeah,
just
that's like one of my first matches ever. I gave him a suplex, so that was like a very early match of mine.
yeah. There's a lot. 79 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that's quite a bit ago. I guess it's not that too long
Yes,
ago, but I started not that long ago. So yeah, that's one of the first finishers I've hit.
yes. But I'm gonna get off that because it's slowing down my internet,
Yep.
and I'm hooked directly into the modem. But that's why it's wild to think about. Like wrestling wise, I think you were one of the most approachable people because you're like you don't want to come say hi. I was like saying I had no voice at the
All
show.
right.
I had no voice. Like from screaming at work, there was nothing.
All right.
So then what are we doing? And that's out.
Hey,
Just
little
wait,
lady.
wait, just wait. This is gonna be what you're gonna deal with, dude.
I know. I'm knowing. I'm excited for it.
Like I will say this: if the baby is asleep, make sure mama sleeps.
All right.
It's a simple saying because my wife and I we didn't think about it and we just went hardcore until the end, and then
Right.
boom, we're both tired. But I think we did a
But
really good interview tonight, man. Is there anything you want to tell the audience before we cut things off?
just keep checking out the juice. That's just all. I mean, I got plenty of more things to come, more places to be. That's just really it, honestly.
We got cheated in that match.
We definitely did.
Oh yes. But I look forward to having you and Tate Manson definitely doing a toy hunt with us in the future.
Yeah, that'd be sick as hell.
Definitely doing a toy hunt and just seeing what else happens on this fun adventure of wrestling.
Hell yeah.
And if you get a
Definitely.
figure, I'm buying like 10.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
What you sign one, then you give the rest away. You sign them all, do something with it.
Right.
I
Yeah, I
told
got you.
Anthony the same thing. I'm buying 10 and we're going into business. But I do
Definitely.
appreciate your time, man. And with snacks and suplexes, remember, like, subscribe, and comment for more, and always follow Juice Huerta. I almost called you the Juicer. Uh,
Now, only a select
what's his
few
name?
people call me the juicer. Those who see me after hours.
I was gonna say that was Eddie Art Bar in Mexico. That was Art Bar's
The
character in
love
Mexico.
machine. Yeah,
Yes.
love machine.
Ooh, that's what you and Tate can dress up for as on Halloween.
I'll be sick. I'll be sick.
Uh, yeah, but appreciate your time, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you.